Welcome to Real Life English. Today's video is about asking for directions and using a map in an English-speaking city. You will learn useful vocabulary and phrases for real-life situations. The sentences are simple, natural, and very clear. Let's get started with our story.
Here is the map, Emma. Look at the center.
There is a big red circle on the image.
Yes, and it has some helpful words next to it.
It says, "You are here." What does that mean?
It shows our exact location on the street right now.
Let me look closely at the street names around it.
Can you read the name of this specific corner?
According to this map, we are on Main Street.
And what is the crossing street called?
It is the corner of Main Street and 2nd Avenue.
Okay, great. Now let's find the city museum on this map.
Can you see it anywhere near Main Street?
Let me scan the map with my finger.
Ah, here it is. Is it close to our red circle?
No, it looks quite far away from us.
What street is the museum located on?
The text says it is on Park Avenue.
Let's count the streets between Main Street and Park Avenue.
Okay, let's count them together from here.
1, 2, 3, 4 streets away.
That is a long walk if we do not know the exact path.
I agree with you completely. Walking in this heat is difficult.
My feet are already starting to hurt a little bit.
I do not want to make another mistake and walk in circles.
We should not just guess the direction anymore.
Look at the sidewalk behind us, Leo.
Yes, there are many local people walking past this bus stop.
Maybe we can ask a local person for directions.
That is always the best choice when you are confused.
It is also a great way to practice our English conversation.
That is a very smart plan, Emma. Let's find someone.
Look at that kind lady over there who is holding a book.
She is walking slowly towards us. She looks friendly.
I will step forward and ask her for some help now.
Excuse me, hello. Could you help us for a moment, please?
Hello there. Yes, of course. How can I help you?
We are trying to find our way to the City Museum.
Ah, the City Museum. Do not worry at all.
Is the museum near this street? We are lost.
It is not very far. It is a famous landmark.
Excuse me, but what does the word landmark mean?
A landmark is a famous building that is easy to recognize.
Like a big library or a tall tower?
Exactly. Everyone knows where it is because it is important.
Thank you for explaining that word so clearly to me.
You are very welcome. The museum has beautiful white pillars.
So how can we find this landmark from here?
It is very simple from this bus stop.
Should we walk down this sidewalk?
Yes, walk straight until you reach the big intersection.
I see some traffic lights down the street. Is that it?
Yes, that is the intersection. There is a blue building.
What should we do when we arrive at that corner?
When you get to the blue building, you must turn right.
Let me repeat that. We walk to the building and turn right?
Yes, that is exactly right. You will see a large park.
Should we go inside the park to find the museum?
No, do not go inside the gates. Just walk past it.
Does walk past mean we stay on the sidewalk?
Yes, keep walking next to the park along the edge.
Thank you for that important distinction. Is it a long walk?
It will take about 10 minutes at a normal pace.
The weather is lovely, so a 10-minute walk sounds nice.
Yes, it is a very pleasant walk today.
Thank you so much for your time and your kind help.
You are very welcome. Enjoy your visit to the museum.
Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Leo, did you hear what he said?
Yes, I listened to everything. He gave excellent instructions.
He told us to walk towards that big intersection.
Let's explain the word intersection for our viewers first.
Good idea. An intersection is where streets meet and cross.
Like a crossroads with traffic lights and crosswalks.
Exactly. It is usually a very busy place in the city.
It is easy to get confused there if you don't look.
Let's start walking towards that tall blue building now.
Look at all the cars stopping and moving here.
Wow, this is a very large intersection indeed.
Now that we are standing here, I see 3 different streets.
He told us to turn right, remember?
Yes, but I am still unsure about which street to choose.
I see what you mean. There are too many signs here.
Look over there near the corner by the patrol car.
There is a police officer standing over there.
A police officer is the perfect person to ask for help.
They know the city streets perfectly.
Excuse me, officer. Good afternoon. Can I ask a question?
Good afternoon. Yes, certainly. How can I help you today?
My friend and I are trying to find the city museum.
The City Museum is a great place to visit.
We were told to turn right here, but we are confused.
Ah, yes. This intersection can be very difficult for visitors.
There are many streets here. Which one is correct?
Look across the street at that wide road with green signs.
I see the green sign clearly. What is the name?
That street is Park Avenue. You need to use it.
Should we turn onto Park Avenue right now?
Yes, cross over and then go straight down Park Avenue.
Go straight? Does that mean we just continue walking forward?
Yes, exactly. Move forward without turning left or right.
Okay, I understand. Do not turn onto any side streets.
Correct. Just keep walking forward on the same sidewalk.
How far should we walk on Park Avenue, officer?
You need to go straight for exactly 3 blocks.
3 blocks. Let's explain this word for our learners.
Go ahead. It is a good word to know.
A block is the distance from one street to the next.
That is a perfect definition for city travel.
So when we walk past a crossing street, that is 1 block?
Yes, cross the second street and that is 2 blocks.
And we must walk for 3 blocks total?
Yes, that is right. At the end, look for a bank.
Where is the bank located? Is it easy to see?
It is right on the corner. It has a blue logo.
What do we do when we reach that bank?
At that corner, you must turn left.
Turn left at the bank, and then will we see it?
Yes, walk for about 50 meters and look for a crosswalk.
A crosswalk with white lines on the pavement?
Yes, cross the street there and the museum is in front of you.
Let me summarize. Go straight for 3 blocks on Park Avenue.
Yes, that is the first part.
Then turn left at the bank and use the crosswalk.
You have an excellent memory. That is exactly correct.
Thank you so much, officer. Your directions are very precise.
You are very welcome. Have a safe walk today.
Thank you. Goodbye, officer.
Goodbye. Enjoy the museum exhibits.
Emma, that was a long talk. What did he say?
He was extremely helpful, Leo. We are on the right path.
Do we finally know the correct way to the museum?
Yes, this wide street is indeed Park Avenue.
Great. Let's start walking. Look at that metal street sign.
It confirms the name of the street clearly.
A street sign is a very useful tool when traveling.
Yes, it tells you the official name of the road.
Checking the street signs gives me a lot of confidence.
Me too. Now we need to walk straight for 3 blocks.
Let's start counting the blocks so we don't get confused.
Okay, let's walk together. Look at these nice stores.
There is a small cafe here too. It smells good.
Here's the first crossing street. This is 1 block.
Perfect. 1 block is completed. Let's keep going straight.
Now we are walking along the 2nd block.
This neighborhood is very beautiful and lively.
I really like the old trees along the sidewalk.
Me too. They give a lot of nice shade today.
Look ahead, Leo. Here's the 2nd crossing street.
That means we have just finished walking 2 blocks.
Yes, we only have 1 more block to go now.
The officer mentioned a landmark at the end of this block.
He said there is a big bank on the corner.
Can you see it from here? Let's look closely.
Yes, I see a modern building with big glass windows.
Does it have a blue sign on the front?
Yes, it says Citibank. That must be our corner.
Excellent. We have arrived at the end of the 3rd block.
Now, remember the next instruction from the officer.
We need to turn left at this corner near the bank.
That is correct. Let's turn left here onto the street.
He said the museum is just 50 meters away now.
Look ahead, Leo. I can see a crosswalk ahead.
Look across the road, Leo. I see the thick white lines.
Those are the lines painted on the dark asphalt.
That is the crosswalk the officer talked about.
Let's explain that term for our viewers. It is important.
A crosswalk is a special place for pedestrians to cross safely.
Drivers must stop their cars when people are using it.
In some countries, it is called a pedestrian crossing.
Some people also call it a zebra crossing because of stripes.
We should always use the crosswalk to cross the road.
Yes, safety is the most important thing in a city.
Let's look at the pedestrian light on the post.
The light is currently red, so we cannot go yet.
We must stand on the sidewalk and wait for a change.
Never cross the street when the light is red.
Even if you do not see any cars coming, right?
Yes, it is dangerous and also against the law.
Look, the light just changed to green now.
The small green man is showing on the screen.
That means it is safe for us to cross. Let's go.
Let's walk across the crosswalk together carefully.
Look up at that magnificent white building over there.
Wow, it is absolutely beautiful. It has huge stone pillars.
Let's look at the letters above the main entrance.
We need to confirm what building it is.
Look at those large gold letters near the roof.
They say the City Museum. We did it, Emma.
We finally found our destination after all that walking.
We finally arrived. This is a wonderful feeling.
Let's talk about the word destination for our friends.
A destination is the final place that you plan to visit.
The place you want to reach at the end of travel.
Your destination can be a hotel, an airport, or a museum.
Our destination for this afternoon was the City Museum.
And we are finally standing right in front of it.
We learned so many useful words today because we were lost.
Getting lost can actually be a good thing sometimes.
Why do you say that, Leo? Walking was tiring.
Because it forces you to practice speaking English with people.
That is true. Let's do a quick review of the vocabulary.
First, we realized we were lost, meaning we missed our way.
Then we looked at a tourist map to find our location.
After that, you spoke to a passerby about a landmark.
A landmark is an important building that is easy to recognize.
She told us to walk to the big intersection down the road.
An intersection is a place where streets cross each other.
At the intersection, I asked a polite police officer for help.
He told us to go straight, meaning move forward in a line.
We walked straight down Park Avenue for 3 blocks.
A block is the distance from one street to the next.
We also checked the street signs along the way for names.
Finally, we turned left at the bank and used the crosswalk.
A crosswalk is a safe place to walk across the street.
And now we are at our final destination safely.
These phrases and words are so practical for everyday life.
If you travel anywhere, you will hear these exact expressions.
I agree completely, Emma. I am excited to go inside now.
Me too, Leo. I want to look at the art exhibits.
My feet are very tired, so sitting down will be great.
Yes, sitting inside a cool museum will feel wonderful. Let's go buy our admission tickets at the counter now. Lead the way, Leo. Let's go inside the building. Great job, everyone. Today you learned highly useful English vocabulary for asking for directions and using a map. If this video helped you learn something new today, please click the like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe to Real Life English for more practical everyday conversations. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.